My last video, I admitted that I had stopped selling all of my private label products. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you what I'm doing instead. How I took a different route to scale to over $2,000 in a day, and how I spent the past 7 months growing this one product continuously month over month to make what almost looks like a fake graph. But it's not, it's real. And if you stick around, there's 3 crucial parts that got me to where I am today, and we're gonna be going over the first one right now. Part 1, everything starts with opportunity. Set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some mastermind and I found the perfect market and the perfect product and I can teach you exactly how to do that. But I can teach you how to prepare so that when the opportunity and the timing is right, you're able to better identify what actually is an opportunity and what isn't. Now, if you want to follow along step by step with today's video, but you will need this software to follow along, and I have reached out to Helium 10 and they gave me a 20% off discount code that you can use. Simple as that, it'll be in the description. This software allows you to find opportunities. After you register using the link below, just head up to the tools section and go to black box right here. That's the tab that you're going to need to open to follow along. And we're going to do something pretty simple, no pun intended. We're just going to go to the simple option. It takes the intimidation factor down and makes it a little bit easier to comprehend for beginners. So we're going to go to select a few categories here. Now, categories are going to determine what types of products you're going to see. I have a specific way of doing this where I tend to only go after things that I know a little bit about the enthusiast customer. Patio, lawn and garden, tools and home improvement, sports and outdoors. Those are places that I feel comfortable. That needs a little bit of improvement. I actually, counter to what most people are going to tell you, don't recommend selling in markets where the average review rating is very low. That's typically indicative of a customer who tends to leave bad reviews and suppliers in that market that don't have great solutions for that customer yet. I would much rather go into a market where customers are pretty happy and then just make something that absolutely blows their mind. Take it from good to great, not bad to mediocre. Again, counter to what most individuals will probably teach, I'm going to say go ahead and look at high competition markets. It's one of the only reasons I've been able to scale to the numbers that I've sold that I just showed you, is because I have a very small piece of a very large pie. I want to sell the product for $30 to $100. We're going to start there. And then I want a revenue of $10,000 or more. And we're going to go ahead and hit search. Now, that's going to pull up a list of products that meet this criteria. So we're literally setting up the circumstances that make it possible to do something. It's hard to think of products that meet all this criteria in your mind, but this software can do it for you. So I'm just going to look through these products here and stop if anything catches my eye and try my best to interpret what it is that I'm feeling about something. This has already gotten me. So a Drain X drum auger for plumbing. Okay, I'm familiar with it. I've used it before. And I think I have something that I could potentially do with this. So let's go ahead and open that actually. And that's gonna bring us to part 2, understanding your customer and testing. There's 2 really easy ways to understand your customer that helped me develop my product in my market. And that's reading the reviews of existing listings on Amazon, and not just the bad ones, read the really good ones too. Like a very popular voted one that has a lot of people saying that's helpful is a great place to start. It's in depth that this person clearly has no life. No, I'm just kidding. But it's really well written, right? There's a lot to go through here. This is a mine. What am I trying to say? A minefield, a golden mine of information. There's a lot of information. It's good. You should read it. The next place I would go is to YouTube, where you already are. So the best plumbing auger, right? We were looking at a plumbing auger. So we just went to YouTube and looked up customer reviews. And what do you know? 12,000 views, 70,000 views. And look at this one, how to use one of these with 600,000 views. Watch those videos, figure out the pain points of customers, the pros and cons of different types of products that are already available in that market, and then listen to the expert advice. Usually people making YouTube videos know what they're talking about. And then testing. Come back to Helium 10, head over to audience market feedback and click on that. That's going to allow you to access customers with real opinions, create a new poll, and split test anything from logos to product concepts to designs, general ideas. One of the main points I associate with the success of my business so far this year has been that we tested brand name, logo design, multiple designs were made, package design, multiple designs were made and tested, what to call the package, just everything was tested. So finally, the main point of this video, scaling and driving traffic. This part of the video, you're going to need to navigate in your Helium 10 software up to tools, and then simply come down to keyword research and click on magnet. Search the main keyword to the best of your abilities of whatever opportunity you found in black box earlier. This is going to produce a list of keywords for you that are actually being searched by customers. We can see the keyword sales, the conversion rate, all of this important information. And we can also see that it was searched 95,000 times. I'm gonna make this really easy for you and just show you the exact campaign structure that I used when I was setting up my PPC campaigns on Amazon, which is what scaled us from where we were to where we are now. We have a nominal amount of sales from external traffic, but the main force of it is really from PPC. Now, before I show you that exact structure, I just wanted to give some context as to our scaling strategy. Now, unfortunately, we haven't backlogged the data all the way to when we launched, but we do have the last 2 months worth of data here for organic versus ad sales in our dashboard that we've created here in Google Looker Studio. And you can see performance by ad type. So manual certainly drives most of the sales at 70% of the sales. However, a few months ago, we launched video ads for the listing, and we started driving traffic that way to the listing. And you can see that the video ads actually make up it's technically 28% of the sales. You can't see that here because it's just a screenshot. Not as many of the impressions, but a very large amount of the clicks, up into 40% plus by that point. And it's important to note, again, we are still scaling 7 months in. We have not slowed down. So we continue to push and branch out, and that is expected that ACoS is going to be rising over time. As we can see, ACoS is indeed going up over time. Our lifetime total advertising cost of sale is 16%. Right now, with the momentum we've built, we're doing consistently over $1,000 a day in sales, and some days over $2,000 a day in sales. I'm trying to keep the pedal to the metal, and we're just expanding out our net and casting onto further and further, more and more irrelevant keywords that are still within our market, more and more product targets within our market, more and more targets for video ads, etc. That being said, I did this exactly. I made PPC campaigns targeting these keywords, not literally these, this isn't my product, but starting from 3 below the highest one. So I started with 10 to 20 keywords, I think it was 20, from here down to maybe here, using only the most relevant search terms. And the moment we've all been waiting for, my campaign structure is this. I make a sponsored product. Again, this is the campaign that we saw in the gray area that resulted in 70% of our sales. Sponsored products campaign, it is keyword targeting. And again, this is how you should title them. Don't be a wild animal and just like have no naming protocol and no naming structure and just a bunch of messy campaigns. It just makes your job harder and you're not gonna be successful that way. Every campaign should be named exactly the same, except for the target that's within it. And there should only ever be one target in a campaign in the way that I do it, okay? If you wanna do it some other way, feel free. This is my journey, my story, how we scaled this way. Sponsored products, keyword targeting. Then we're gonna type in the target keyword, drain weasel, one target. It is going to be exact match, and it's going to be fixed bids. These are just the parameters of the campaign. It is $20 a day, budget, and no placement modifier on this version, at least. Now, what you can do and what we have done is make duplicates of this campaign. You just literally make the same campaign, set the bid very low, and then do like a top of search impression share modifier, in which case I might start as low as like 100% top of search impression share modifier for the placement. Okay, next campaign, sponsored products, product targeting. And then shout out to my buddy Mitchell, he taught me this strategy. Put 5 per campaign, and then you're gonna put them organized by price. So go into your market, look at your competitors, and look at the nature of their pricing. Some of them are as low as 26, some of them are as high as 100. That's a really good example of what I'm trying to say. So you would say low priced, 1, exact match, not expanded, fixed bids. And then you put 5 ASINs. In this case, I'm gonna make this part up from like $20 to $30 in there. And that's like your low priced. And then you would just make duplicate versions of this campaign. So the next one would be, if there's more than 5 between that price range, you would just do this again and you would name it 2, etc. And then you'd put 2 more or 5 more targets underneath that. Now, obviously, the next one that you would make of that is mid-priced, 1, and then that would be 5 ASINs, $30 to $40. And then maybe you consider in your market everything above $50 is high priced. So you would again take this structure and you see where we're going with this, from $50 to all the way up to $100, like I said. Now that's probably not the right way to do it. I was just giving examples. Go through there, make sure it makes sense. They should have an equal amount of price difference between them. So maybe this is actually 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and then 60 to 90. This campaign structure is responsible for taking us from $0 to $20,000 per month. Where we scaled above and beyond that was when we added this campaign structure in. So sponsored brands, video ad, drain weasel. So again, this is keyword targeting, exact match. Started at $20 a day. And the key part of that is that your creative, aka the video ad itself, needs to be engaging. It needs to invoke a feeling within the customer that they feel like they might miss out if they don't act now. There should be some form of a comparison element between why pick yours over the competitors, especially if you're a little bit more expensive. And it's a time to show off a lot of your hard work, right? You can do more than just a slideshow with photos. You can show millions of photos, right? Or however many frames per second you're using multiplied by 20, 30 seconds. So this took me from $0 to $41,000 per month, but what's next? How do we go and hit now $50,000 a month, or maybe $100,000 per month? And where I'm starting to set my sights on is external traffic. We're doing a good job of running our Amazon ads. We understand how to scale via that route now. So we're starting to get into the world of organic website traffic via blog posts. We've been posting 2 articles every Sunday on our website that are starting to get our website organically ranked on Google for when people are searching for products like this in our market and questions about the things that you can do with the products itself. We're also currently in the process of finding a content manager to run our social media marketing full time, so we can start developing our own earned traffic that other people aren't actively bidding for, aka direct Amazon competitors. And be sure to watch this video here to learn why I stopped selling my Amazon private label products. It might just save you a few $1,000s in mistakes. I'll see you over there. Thanks so much. Later.